feels that the retired generals are acting slowly, and Emerson Mnangagwa is acting fast and swiftly for their liking. They have been calling on retired military generals as long as I could imagine to act as quickly as possible before Emerson Mnangagwa closes ranks. But according to retired Lieutenant General Winston Sikauke Mabranga, he is of the firm view that being led by emotions would actually result in disastrous conclusions or in disastrous outcome. He has called on Zimbabweans to calm down as he promises that indeed zviganandas as well as also the regime of Emerson Mnangagwa have overstayed its time. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. This is what the retired general has said. He says, "My fellow Zimbabweans, my fellow veterans, comrades, I greet you all in the name of peace and the love of our motherland. I have been listening. The calls for action are coming from all corners of Zimbabwe, from the dusty roads of Binga to the high-density suburbs of Harare and Bulawayo, from the farms to the mines, from the young and the old. I hear the deep anger. I feel the frustration. You are tired. You have waited long enough, but hear me clearly. Bana beZimbabwe, atisi kuda kubika mbodza. There is no permanent situation under the sun. History has taught us that every storm eventually passes and every oppressive cartel eventually crumbles. To my fellow comrades in uniform, both serving and retired, I say remain disciplined, stay calm, do not allow emotions to push us into actions that will bring more suffering to the very people we saw to protect." Someone is saying electricity. Don't you have electricity in your area? Is electricity still the problem? Please furnish us with more details with regards to that. So he says, to my fellow comrades in uniform, both serving and retired, I say remain disciplined, stay calm, do not allow emotions to push us into actions that will bring more suffering to the very people we sought to protect. The Zvigananda cartel and Mnangagwa has overstayed its welcome. Their time is finishing. The walls are closing in. The people's patience is not weakness. It is wisdom. We have seen worse. We have fought for this country. We know what real sacrifice looks like. Let us not destroy what we built with our blood by rushing into chaos now. Stay united, stay peaceful, keep your eyes open and your voices loud but orderly. The change we all desire is coming. Mnangagwa and his group are on their way out sooner than many think. Forward ever, backward never. Retired Lieutenant General Winston Sikauke Mapranka. Let me read the comments as soon as he actually dropped that post. That is Ziapapa One says, "Stop whatever mischief you are up to. You killed in 2008 and 2018 to defend Bob and ED who had lost elections. Pinda weka musango or mustreets zweswe tinoisa kuna Jehovah wetu." That's the response. This sounds like someone from the faction of Emerson Mnangagwa. TS says this page, just like Chamisa's, seems to be run by the counter intel department. People are thinking that the page is run by the counter intel. There is absolutely nothing of that sort. You can see that Zimbabweans are frustrated. They are tired of the statements. I think that is what is coming louder and clear. And the more the generals realize that, the more the things will work. Amos Chitoro says Zimbabwe now needs a trained soldier like General Chiwenga as president. Banu Bamboti Twasa. But General, are you stopping protest? David Zoroba says, can you see Gutima General Morikupera say, who is next? Muchingoti Mirai. So that is the language that is coming from people. Someone says, organize people. There is Rockstone says, organize people. There is no lack of energy from old and young. Hapana Chegumira, our dear generals. Forget static or AU. It's us Zimbabweans and us alone shall remove these evils. And Machuma said, to cheer everyone while we patiently waiting kwa makava ndokure pamberi ne revolution. It's someone saying forward. Zim Justice Fairness says, we don't want to be told to stay calm in the face of oppression. Stop it. This is what Nelson Chamisa has been telling us. And all you Zanoids take us for granted. You talk about destroying what we have built. ZANU-PF has already destroyed everything. What's there to destroy? Action. Edmond Katuruza says, we wait impatiently now. Sorry, we have ceased to wait patiently. Hope the action is now very near so that we don't wait in vain. So you can see Zimbabweans. Mbwetete says, are you aware that if the president resigns today, before September, he would be eligible to run for a second term because he would not have completed a second term. A term is considered to be 3 years or more. So even if the courts nullify KCA3, he can run again if he resigns on time. So you see, that's another person giving us clue. That is exactly what ZANU-PF may be planning at the moment. We may see Parliament being reconvened. Looking at the speed at which Emerson Mnangagwa moved with, even bypassing the leader of the Parliament, that is Jacob Mutenda, to order parliamentarians for a special sitting, so that by the time they wanted to resume sitting, Emerson Mnangagwa would be signing into law the bill. You see, he couldn't wait further. I can tell you that he signed what he didn't even read. He just signed because to him he knew that this will buy him more time in power. So retired Lieutenant General Winston Sikauke Bapranga's message for Zimbabweans not to be moved by emotions. Zimbabweans are saying, you cannot tell us that we cannot be moved by emotions at this point in time. We've waited for 46 years, hoping that a change will come. Surely that is more than enough waiting for the people of Zimbabwe. And you hear loudly and clearly that even without the retired generals, without even Chiwenga, the people of Zimbabwe will rise against this. I can tell you, Mnangagwa will witness the power of the people of Zimbabwe. There would be a change that would be people driven. And for how long will people actually remain in poverty? For how long will the people actually remain quiet while the zviganandas are building very expensive mansions using the money from the state coffers, while the hospitals don't have medicines and the people have to pay for each and every. I mean, there is nothing as expensive as hospitals in Zimbabwe, and there is no government that is actually thinking even about this. Zimbabweans are dying in numbers. even as I'm speaking today, because some they go to hospital, they are not attended to until they die. They queue for hours, for days, waiting to be attended, and no one attends to Zimbabweans. That is the very unfortunate situation that is currently confronted by our people. Our people have been waiting for a long time, but the generals keeps on saying, wait, wait, wait. For how long will Zimbabweans continue to wait, whilst Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa doesn't even wait or even think for a second to take decisions that are consequential to the majority citizens of Zimbabwe. So retired General Winston Sigauke Mapranga urging Zimbabweans at this critical and crucial moment not to be pushed by emotions. But emotions is not something that you plan. They are just evoked by the situation. The situation in Zimbabwe is unbearable. Our brothers and sisters are chased from other countries to come to this den of lions. People who don't care about their citizens, people who care about enriching their families and seeking to protect staying in power. At the age of Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa, one would have thought one would want now to actually go to his brickyard farm and relax, but he knows he has committed a lot of crimes. That is why he is stopping national peace and reconciliation, which has never taken off in Zimbabwe, because he knows the consequences of him actually losing political power. He has survived from the criminal activities that he has been carrying out ever since he landed to the politics of Zimbabwe, or ever since he became a political figure in Zimbabwe. This is a man with a lot of blood in his hands. We will never forget that. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Ogan Mubum is wishing you a good night. Let's meet on the other side.